Yo, what's up, guys? SK here, and today we're going to talk about secret dungeons. And the biggest question on everyone's mind is, are secret dungeons worth it? Personally, I'm going to say yes, on both standpoints. One, as a battle support, and two, as farming your own secret dungeons. I'm going to cover both of those right here in a minute. But right now, you see I am doing the Cowgirl secret dungeon as a battle support currently. Now, the only thing you get from battle supports, if I'm correct in what I was reading and from doing this once before, you only get the resource. I forgot what it's called currently. The resource is Breath of Life. So you only get Breath of Life for completing a certain amount of stages. So I forgot to check to see if there were anything new in this that I might have missed, because I'm constantly checking for 5-star pieces so I could get my needed 5 stars up and trade out ones I don't need. But back to this, yeah, back to the secret dungeons. So for each wave you complete, you get a set number of the Breath of Lives as a battle support. I have it running on auto here because it's super easy to do, to be honest, at my level. I am on my actual alt right now. I'm on an alt, on Cleef. I don't play Cleef much. I was just using him to level up so I can finish off the event. I can't even pull up the event thing. But I was using him to finish off the event so I can level up and get to level 180 on my account. And so I'm just doing random things with him. I was farming AFK with him to get the candies as well as some more faint cores. But so we're already at the third wave already. You see how easy it is. All you gotta do is bring an AoE unit, really. Try to avoid bringing single target units unless you have, multiple single target units that kind of just nuke things. Like Cranbit here is just kind of working his way through the crowd, smacking things one by one. But yeah, it's just like how it is on Summer's War Skyrim. There's wave after wave of monsters. You go through, you wipe out the waves. My Cleef is getting smacked up right now. Um, but you go through, you wipe out the waves, and then you move along through each wave. And at the end, you get a bunch of Breath of Lives. Now, the Breath of Life is, I feel like the amount that you get for completing all 4 waves is really negligible. But it's still there. It doesn't cost any resource to do this. As long as it's open by someone, you can go ahead and join. So I guess it's not really a bad deal to be able to do. However, it's, like I said, the number is pretty negligible. I wish they would give you more, because Breath of Life isn't really that hard to get now that you, like, if you actually play the game and you do your repeats, you get to get a ton of you get to get a ton of them through unknown scrolls, because you're going to be pulling 1 through 4-star monsters, mostly 3-star and 2-star monsters. And you see at the end, you get to fight the giant boss Cowgirl. This is the last one of the wave, and a bunch of little mini cowgirls around. I don't think we should have a problem with doing this, to be honest. But it's kind of weird because I was bringing Cleef in here, and my Cleef doesn't actually have good gear on. Yeah, this is what he has on. This was what I used to pretty much run through. This is what I ran through the story with the whole way through. But where was that? Anyway, so yeah, this is about to be complete right now. The amount of the Breath of Lives that we get isn't that much. You don't get any monster pieces for being a battle support. That's the sucky part, really. We should at least get probably, like, one, maybe one per, but who knows? That might change. I'm not really sure what the deal is on that. Like I said, it's kind of annoying that you don't get at least one per completion, especially since these are kind of going on constantly. I think the friendship tokens reset daily, if I'm not correct. Let me check. There's something on here. You get 5 tokens per week. There we go. So they reset once per week, and then I believe the secret dungeon actually lasts per season. So we're gonna go ahead and do. There's no more open right now. Okay, so doing battle support may be worth it, might not be worth it, depending on if you need Breath of Lives. I mean, it's good for accumulating. It doesn't take anything but time. It doesn't take any other resources through the game from that. Now, finding your own secret dungeon, however, takes 100 of these secret dungeon energies. And the way you get the secret dungeon energy is you have to do, let me go ahead and set back up my autoplay. You have to do the repeat quests for that. Now this takes one of the Rahil's order tokens right here. So each completion gives you 5, and it takes 20 to get 100, of course. Once you open that dungeon, which I haven't done yet, I should probably do that before the 7 days is up, because the dungeon stays open for 7 days, and we're currently in a season. I think the season might last. Let's see how long the season lasts. If it lasts long enough for you to get 2, then it will definitely be worth it, especially if you need a monster from the secret dungeon. Let's see if I can find. I'm just looking at the patch notes right now just to make sure. So I'm guessing from season they mean the season that the battle pass is active. So we have what, 16 more days, so roughly 3 weeks ish for this season left. 2 weeks and a few days. So we're gonna have 3 more rotations of being able to get this. So you'll be able to at least get 2 completions of the dungeon. 2 completions of the secret dungeon, which means you'll be able to get 1 monster at least. 20 tokens, sorry. 20, maybe 30 tokens, depending on if you can pull that last one off during this season. But is it worth it to do that is the question. Now, the question is if you have the monsters that are in the secret dungeon, because the current monsters in the secret dungeon are the light howl, the light vagabond. I couldn't think of the name for a second. The light Amazon, the dark lizard, the dark cowgirl, and the dark penguin knight. Going over the monsters in the monster book, we can go ahead and say that which ones are worth it pretty quickly and which ones are not worth it. Like I said in my previous video about the supports, Light Howl is a pretty good support. But the problem is this. It has the single target. I don't like the single target. The main target is really good. I mean, the main heal is really good. Recovers HP of nearby allies and removes all dots, all damage over time. So poison, bleed, everything gets removed. Additionally, recovers HP of the ally with the lowest HP. That's a good heal. It only removes dots, so it doesn't remove harmful effects like attack down, defense down, stuff like that. That's my only issue with that. If it removed dots and harmful effects, that would have been great. So this is actually a pretty good unit to have for niche things like probably the fire rate. I haven't run the fire rate yet, but I think somebody said there was like a burn debuff that the boss puts out that you need to be able to cure or have a shield for. Now the next one would be which I already have the lighthouse, so I wouldn't even go for the lighthouse. The next one would be the light Amazon. Where is she at? Because I have her. There she is. I was like, I have her, so she should be here. Light Amazon is a really good DPS for bosses. Between Light Amazon and Wind Cat, they're probably 2 of the best DPS monsters for bosses put together. Perfect, like A1. Her S1 does damage based on target's max HP to enemy target, deals damage increase if the target is a boss. Second skill, target's max HP, increase crit damage if the target's a boss. Third skill, same thing, max HP, increase damage if the target's a boss, and uses retreat shot if the target is nearby. So she's going to defend herself because she's an archer type. She's going to get out of there after she hits the shots that she needs to hit. So she's always definitely a good monster to have. Getting those pieces are actually going to help you level up your monster book as well. So, I mean, that's just another plus, to be honest. So the next one would be the Light Vagabond. I don't have him. Light Vagabond, honestly, in Summoner Sword Skyrim, he was really good. I'm not sure about this one, because I haven't checked him out yet. So his skill 1's going to be, his basic attack is going to be a regular hit with a provoke on it. That's really good. But it's only 1 target. So he has a targeted provoke. Swing sword to deal damage based on defense. Applies defense up if it's to itself if the target is provoked. Okay, I thought it said applies defense up to the target. I was like, what? Well, applies defense up to the target, defense up to itself if the target is provoked. That's really good as well. We had vampire runes. That'd be perfect. Shouts wincing cry to provoke nearby enemies with a certain chance and applies defense up to nearby allies. And then his passive is going to be uses cry uses cry of challenge to if nearby allies excluding itself get attacked. So if an ally gets attacked, he uses that passive. That's actually pretty decent, to be honest. He'd be a really good tank. Like I said, when it comes down to if vampires were in the game, he'd be overpowered. But he's actually a really good tank, it seems, from just basically this, because he's going to be using this every 25 seconds, probably with a cooldown that probably reduces it to a little bit lower. We'll see if we do get him at some point. Now, the dark monsters are going to be, let's see. We have the Dark Lizard Man, which I thought I had, but I guess not. Oh, no, right here. I don't have him. Okay. The Dark Lizard Man, what's he going to do? Basic attack, secondary attack, swings a blade, deals damage based on defense target. Each hit has a certain chance to deploy poison and defense down. 36 second cooldown. Meh. Bounces the ground, creates a whirlpool to deal damage based on defense and number of harmful effects on the target. On targets to enemies within the area. Oh, okay, so AoE version of that. That's cool. Applies poison damage. Applies poison. Not poison damage. Applies defensive to itself if the target is poison. That's pretty decent. And then a passive has a certain chance to decrease damage taken one attack. He's a warrior type. Attacked by enemy and decreases the skill cooldown of poisonous teeth. So it's going to decrease that. It doesn't seem really worth it to me, to be honest. There are better poison units out there. Maybe he's like niche for something. Maybe later on, I'm not really sure what he could be used for, but he's not really good, to be honest, in my eyes. That's my opinion, though. The next one is going to be the Dark Cowgirl. Now, Dark Cowgirl, if you have a chance, if you're gonna do this, do grab her. I don't even know, like, I'm missing words now, but grab her. Like, if you don't have her, grab her. She's going to be very useful for the special expeditions. She has the ability to, of course, you see, ignore beneficial effects with her attacks, and that's on her basic attack as well. She was Crambit before Crambit was Crambit. So she has her skill 2 Forbidden Bullet, fires a bullet of Forbidden Power to attack the target, knocking back the enemy. To knock back the enemy target, this skill ignores beneficial effects, so second one does the same thing. Fires a magic bullet 2 times, applies attack speed to itself. If the skill critically hits, the skill ignores beneficial effects, so same thing again. And then her continuous effects increases crit damage. She is a must get if you don't already have her. People will use Crambit, but here's the thing. When it comes to this, she fulfills the role of 2 units in one in the special expedition. She replaces Crambit and she replaces the Archer, so you won't need to use Lynn. So you can replace Lynn with another damage dealer. Say the Wind Marshal Cat. I mean, that's a really good replacement right there. Or you can add Lynn and just have double damage dealers right there. But if your problem is survivability, you can replace like I said, you can replace Crambit and Lynn and throw in Cassie and Bastet, as well as your Fire Apricot Priest, which is more than likely your support that you currently have, because if you don't have Fire Apricot Priest, you're having problems doing expedition number 3 plus. So grab her if you don't have her. She's definitely the top choice for that. I forgot what the last monster was in the in the secret dungeon. Oh, Dark Penguin Knight. Okay, Dark Penguin Knight. I don't know much about the Dark Penguin Knight, to be honest. I can't say I really know that much about Dark Penguin Knight, so we're gonna have to go over this together. Here, first on the list. So Dark Penguin Knight is going to be Una. Cool. Attacks target and recovers HP if the target is provoked. Okay. I thought it did provoke, but it doesn't provoke on skill 1. Throw such nearby enemies, provokes them with a certain chance. And applies attack speed up to itself. Oh, wow, that's pretty good. So skill 2 into skill 2 into basic attack. And then, yeah, that's pretty GG. Swings. I was like, that's not a sword, that's a lance. Swings a sword to attack nearby enemies and apply defense down. Apply stun to the target with a certain chance that the target is provoked. Oh, a good PvP unit. I see good PvP in this thing because mostly because of this, and then also because he self sustains on his basic attack, and his skill 2 propels his basic attack. So yeah, Kuna would be good for PvP, but top priority would be the Dark Cowgirl and the Light Archer if you don't have them already. If you do have both of them, or if you do have both of them and you need more for Awakening, go for that. But if you have both of them and you need, say, the Howl because you need a good support, go for the Howl, to be honest. If you need a support for the light, or how the thing's called now, Light Spire of Ascension, I would definitely go for the Howl if you don't have any other light supports. If you have Iona is pretty good. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the secret dungeon. It is definitely worth it to do. Like I said, if you don't have the units that are in that season currently. The seasons will change, and hopefully next season we get Crow. I need a Crow. Like, I've been pulling for Crow on Unknown Scrolls, which means I haven't been making my Mystical Scrolls every week because I've been pulling for Crow. I need to go ahead and make my Mystical Scrolls this week. I think I didn't make them. I didn't make them last week. I didn't make them this week. Secret Dungeon mission. Forgot about that. What's the reward for the end of this? Oh, and yeah, because doing the secret dungeons, like doing the support mode, gets you completions on this. So you might as well run this out the way and get that cleared so you can get your free legendary scroll. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been SK, and that is what my thoughts are on these secret dungeons for Summoner's War Sky Arena. Summoner's War Chronicles. Peace out, guys.